We're now going to start the variation unit of Math 2, first looking at direct variation. Now, all the variations, regardless of which type it's going to be, is going to have this thing called K, okay? So what is K? K is constant. I'm even going to spell it wrong just because it's, well, easier for me to remember. Now, a constant is something that does not change in value. It allows you to answer all questions regarding variation. Again, 90% of the questions you're going to be solving for variation. So if you're not given it, solve for it first, okay? And again, that goes for any type of variation we do. Now, some qualities and characteristics of direct variation. It's linear, so it looks like a line. It must pass through the origin 0, 0 on a graph. And that's really it. I mean, it can be positive slope, or it could have a negative slope. Again, as long as it passes through the point 0, 0 and it looks like a line, it is direct variation. The formula y is equal to your constant times your x. So again, it looks just like your formula for y equals mx plus b. We just change in with a k, and our b is our y-intercept, which is, well, 0. So just y equals kx. Circled equations that represent direct variation, label K. I'm only going to do a couple of these. Again, if I'm testing for direct variation, what I'm doing, I'm just typing my equation in that I'm given. Y is equal to 4 thirds, and then x. It's a line, and it goes through the point 0, 0. I'm going to say yes. K this time is equal to 4 thirds. Okay. Then I'm going to go to D. Y is equal to 3x squared. This is going to be no. So K does not exist. Reason it's no is because it's not a line. Okay. So again, if it's not a line, it's not direct variation. I'm going to scoot over here to C. Go y equals 0.25 x plus 4. So again, this is a line. So it's a line. Does it go through the point 0, 0? No. Therefore, it is not direct variation. So K does not exist. Okay. The next example I'm going to do will be how you do 90% of the problems, or it's going to be the way 90% of the problems are asked you to find. So again, remember, y is equal to kx is my formula. And while I'm doing this one, y'all can be over here doing the one on the right. So y is equal to kx because y varies directly. So the way I set these up, y, when you see the word varies, you're going to immediately put equal sign, okay? Because it's now describing you what kind of variation, okay? Your constant will always be on the right-hand side. So variation, again, K It's the constant. It's what every type of variation has. So K is always going to be on the right. And then what it varies with, X. All right. Now you just plug in the values they give you. So Y is 16. K, again, I'm going to need to solve for because I'm given 8. Find Y when X is equal to 16. Now again, I can get K by itself here by dividing both sides by 8. When I do, I get 2 is equal to K. Now I'm going to take that, I'm going to come over here and plug it in. So Y is equal to 2 times 16. So Y is equal to 32 when X is 16. All right. So again, I'll come back through here in color really quick. Y was 16. X was 8. I'll even say K is gray. And again, you see what happened once you solve for K. You were able to take that value, plug it into the equation again, except this time we'll do numbers. Okay, so not terrible. Word problems, identifying, well, getting ahead of myself. Just looking at graphs, again, a couple of things. Is it a line? So it must be a line, and it must have the point 0, 0 in it. If you can answer yes to both of these, then it is direct variation. So is it a line? Yes. Does it have the point 0, 0, or does it go through the point 0, 0, which is right there? No. So your answer is just no. And then there's your reasoning. 0, 0 is not in it. Okay. Local fast food restaurant takes in $1,000 in a 4-hour period. Write a direct variation equation for the relationship between income and the number of hours. Estimate how many hours it would take the restaurant to earn $20,250. Okay. With word problems, right, it's all about figuring out what's going to be our X, what's going to be our Y. I'm going to say money is dependent upon time. So if I'm thinking about this as a graph, right, my y-axis, my x-axis, where x is time, y is money. So money is equal to constant times time. The first amount of money I'm given is $1,000. So 1,000 is equal to K. Remember, we solve for constant first 99.9% of the time, unless it already tells you. 4 hours, whoops, is equal to K times 4, get K by itself. So K is equal to 250. I want to find how many hours, so I'm looking for the new time, and I'm given 20,250 is equal to 250 times X, which is really time. Divide both sides by 250. And X is going to be in hours. So I get 81. So after 81 hours, you can expect to have $20,250.